start your day.
That's right.
Get you going.
I can't hear the church music.
Oh, he can't hear that right now.
Oh.
Welcome to the church podcast, baby. The Church of Sports. Mike Jimenez here, your pastor. The deacon, Joe Garcia, with us today. This is the Alamo City Sportscast coming at you from West San Antonio, West Bexar County, also represented. We're the home of the Alamo. We're the home of the Spurs, silver and black, the Spurs Coyote. We love UTSA football around here. Some of us like the Cowboys, other of us don't. It's going to be a great day because we have Jeff Garcia from Locked On Spurs. Moneybags, Jefe, in the house. Here's what we're getting into today. Gringo food. I just enjoyed a Gringo breakfast. We're going to talk about the elite Gringo foods out there. We're going to have a conversation about the Spurs. Jeremy Sochan. Apparently, I started a firestorm on Twitter a couple of days ago. We'll get into that. We're live right now on YouTube. We're also live on our website, which is now AlamoCityPodcastNetwork.com. Don't forget to hit the favorite on that. Hit the like button, by the way. QR code on the top right if you want to send us a tip. Again, we need to pay for some of this equipment over here.
Yeah. And we're streaming live right now on the website, the audio.
That's great, dude. That's great. And we are inching closer to 700 subscribers. We should be there by sometime next week. Excited about that. Jeff Garcia is only here for 20 minutes, so we're going to get him on right now. How you doing, my man? How's Moneybags doing today?
Doing good. Very excited for the Locked On Spurs episode. Is going to be dropping in about 40 minutes. So I'm very for those who don't know, Locked On Spurs Twitter.
Okay, and I'm going to be on Locked On Spurs tomorrow. Jeff Garcia joining us, right? You can follow him at Jeff G Spurs Zone and subscribe to the Locked On Spurs podcast. I do it on YouTube. I subscribe on Spotify, but wherever you get your podcast at, chances are Locked On Spurs is there. You can also follow Jeff Garcia on Twitter/X, also on Threads at Jeff G Spurs Zone. So I am fresh off of breakfast right now.
Oh no!
Dude, I got up this morning and I was hungry, man, because I'm doing the intermittent fasting, right? So I go 16 to 18 hours without eating, and I had already hit that 16, 17 hour mark, right? Because I had my dinner yesterday at like 4:30, right? So I was starving. I wanted to go get something to eat, and a friend of mine came over. I was like, hey, let's go to Cracker Barrel. Because we were talking about tacos at first. I was like, we're going to go to Sazón again. And I thought about it. I was like, I was tired of tacos, man. It was just too much. I just have it too frequently, right? I know I'm Mexicano. I know I'm Mexican. I know I have tacos, right?
How are you?
I just didn't. I don't like Fiesta. But I woke up this morning and I was like, man, I just don't want chorizo and egg. I don't want papas con huevo. I just want Gringo food.
Sacrilege.
So we went to Cracker Barrel, had pecan pancakes with eggs and a what's it called? A hash brown casserole. And it was elite. It is elite Gringo food. Oh. So Jeff Garcia, if I was to ask you the question, what Gringo food do you like? What would it be?
Oh man, that is a great question. Would deli sandwiches count?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it depends on the type of deli. Not Subway, but if you go to like a...
No. Yeah, not Subway.
Dude, so there's some good sandwich places here. Zito's on the northeast side is really good.
That's pretty good. Hey, I just want to let you all know we are unveiling some new audio tech that we get. So now we have a nice little waveform analyzer now that goes in real time, if you notice by Jeff's picture.
Yeah.
So I added that just for Jeff coming out on the show with us.
I
always added something new.
Very nice. And again, thank you for those of us who reach out to us on our YouTube stream. Mario Cavazos reaches out to us already saying, was the Gringo breakfast Cracker Barrel? Because the pancakes there are the shit. I'm sure he's saying that in a good way.
Oh, yeah. Papa con huevo, nombre Mike.
I know. People are saying that the picture that I posted on Twitter looks bland. It is bland. It's Gringo, okay? That's the whole point of it, right? Is Jim's Gringo? Because I know that, Jeff, you posted a photo of Jim's the other day, the location on Fredericksburg and 410. Is that Gringo food? Okay. Well, is Jim's Gringo food? Because I kind of think it is. Or is that more of a Texas type of food? I love me some Jim's, though, man. Go over there, get the chicken fried steak. The pancakes are good there. The tortilla soup is good. The club sandwich, pretty elite over at Jim's.
All right, we got him back.
So I was asking the question, Jeff. Is Jim's considered to be Gringo food?
Oh, the menu is more country than it is maybe Mexican or ethnic. You know, chicken fried steak, chicken fried chicken, fish, soup. You know, it's a basic. It's a basic cafeteria food.
Oh, look at here's another one. It says Jim's is Gringo, but it's really good.
That's according to Chris Gonzalez.
And
By the way, their
Lerma-
fried mushrooms are so good.
Matt says Station Cafe is elite. Jeffson, look at Mario Cavazos says Jeff's going to go Gringo breakfast. It's Taco Bell.
Now, I have had the breakfast burrito from Chick-fil-A. That is Gringo right there.
Hey, I didn't know Taco Bell does breakfast food.
It's
Yeah,
not
they
good
just started. They just
but
started.
it's not good. It's
Oh,
like
I
nasty
had no
breakfast.
idea.
It's a hodgepodge of stuff that they mix together. They already have there, and they just put egg in it.
Yeah.
It looks.
Let me tell you,
gross.
living out in New York City for decades, your eyes open up to Gringo food and other cultures' food. And let me tell you, Colombian food was one of the best ones I've had.
Oh,
Does
that-
it
that
match?
sounds good.
What's better, Colombian food, Colombian women? Because I would say the women.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because in
Yeah,
the high,
the restaurants had a lot of talent on display when you would walk in.
Well, one of my mentors, she's from El Salvador, right?
yeah,
And man, she made me one time this, like, I guess it's like a sandwich that they make over there in El Salvador. Man, that thing was so good, dude. Like that El
Mhm.
Salvadorian food. It's good.
You know
man.
what? I know what I learned too, living out in New York City. That maybe this is common knowledge, but Russians like got people, men, women from Russia.
yeah.
Every time they eat white rice or just rice in general, they add mayonnaise to it.
Interesting.
They're asking
Yeah.
Mike if he's tried the cowboy sandwich at Jim's.
I have the Cowboy sandwich is pretty good at Jim's. Anything at Jim's, I've pretty much had. I love Jim's. Mario Cavazos reaching out to us and saying that Luby's is good white Anglo-Saxon
Hey,
food.
Luby's isn't bad, bro. That Luan platter.
The
That's
Luan
good
platter,
stuff,
yeah, man. That's not bad, dude. That's not bad.
Since we're doing pop culture, did you know the character on King of the Hill, Luann, was actually named after Luby's
Yeah,
Luann Platter?
yeah.
That's her name, Luann Platter.
Luan
Luan
platter.
platter.
Yeah, because it was filmed in Arlen,
Yeah.
Arlen, Texas was the
Yeah.
fictional town. I love King of the Hill. By the way, they used to go to What a Chicken. It had the Whataburger logo, and,
Yeah.
and instead of Luby's, it was called Luli's.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Boomhauer, still the best character on that show.
I like Dale, man. That was funny.
Dale.
Especially when he would call everybody prank calling. You don't know who I am, but I know who you are.
and
Was Peggy ride or die?
yes,
Yes, man.
With
Yeah,
her-
that's what I thought.
with her size 12 foot.
Yeah.
John Redcorn, though, man, getting
Hey.
that action, dude. Getting that
Yeah.
action.
Respect,
Yeah, he
Redcorn,
did.
respect.
We're with Jeff Garcia from Locked On Spurs and Ken's 5. He brings you all the Spurs coverage out there, and he likes to cook me on Twitter. Last night,
Cook.
tried to cook me on something that I said about Joel Embiid
Oh,
and
man.
Tim Duncan. Dude, why were y'all trying to rope me into something that was a dumb conversation
were-
to begin with?
Jeff was saying that
there's
you put your foot in your
receipts.
mouth.
There's receipts. You were given receipts about what you said.
Okay, so for those of you who weren't following this on Spurs Twitter yesterday, we were going back and forth about player efficiency, right? And I have a thing about Jeremy Sochan that he's not a very efficient player offensively. In fact, he's in the bottom 13 percentile when it comes to offensive efficiency. Might be a good defender, but offensively, he's gone off a cliff. He started out hot to start the year, and people were reaching out saying, well, I don't trust player efficiency rankings because it says this, that, and the other. And one person pointed out that in some years, player efficiency rankings will say that Embiid has a higher PER than Tim Duncan. Well, I'm not saying that the PER is going to be the end-all, be-all when it comes to determining how good of a player is. You can have a lower PER than somebody else and be better. And I did make mention to the point that, there are some times statistically
so Embiid is better
where
than
Embiid.
Duncan.
No, that's not what I said. I just said that sometimes a player efficiency can be a little bit higher because you're used higher, because you're using the ball more often and you're being asked to do more. That was the question. And if you look at it, last 3 seasons, Joel Embiid has averaged more than 30 points per game, right? Duncan never touched 30, never touched 28. I don't even think he touched 26.
Different eras too, man. It's different eras. I mean, back then, different eras.
It's slightly different era, but Tim didn't play in the early 90s, right? But it's just different. It's different because Joel Embiid does not have the leadership skills that Duncan has. doesn't have the availability as Duncan has, because Duncan, except for, a couple of seasons where he was hurt, was pretty much there most of the time. Embiid always gets hurt. Embiid always misses 20, 30, 40 games a season. That is the thing. And therefore, Duncan is by far the better player, even though on an efficiency level, when it comes to the per rankings, it is there. It is there because he's being used more. And I made reference to the fact that James Harden and Russell Westbrook have a higher per than Tony Parker. That doesn't mean that they're better than Tony Parker. It just means that if offensively they're more efficient from time to time because they're asked to do more. And I don't understand why that got blown up. And I literally just looked at it, turned it off, played with my dogs, and went to sleep because it was the stupidest conversation to have. But let's have a conversation about Jeremy Sochan. Can we, Jeff?
Here we go.
Jeff.
Yeah, get it out of your system right now because we're not talking about this on Locked On Spurs with you.
Okay,
No.
so I made mention on Twitter the fact that people were passing out those forms, retweeting these forms,
Yeah, I remember
saying,
that. Yeah.
do you want to apologize to Jeremy Sochan? And here are the reasons why I doubted him before and all of that stuff, right? Remember about 2-3 weeks ago, that was all over the place. Ever since then, Jeremy Sochan's performance offensively has fallen off a cliff. I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know what's the case may be. Last 2 games, 1 point combined. That means, Jeff, that Jeremy Sochan has scored 1 point more than me, you, and Joe combined. Okay? Our starting power forward averaging half a point this week. Our starting point guard, or power forward rather, has missed 32 of his last 37 3-point attempts. And that lofty number of, oh, look at that, Jimenez. You were wrong. He's a 40% shooter. Oh, well, 38% is not too bad. I mean, come on, 36% is still a good improvement. Well, I mean, 34%, and now he's at 32.9.
So you're never going to sign that Jeremy Sochan
I'm
form?
not.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. He showed off for me and you when we were on the 5th row and has been trash ever since. I don't get it. And
Well, that means you got to get back to the games, Jimenez.
So I know, right? And then I look at it this way. When it comes to the deficiency standpoint, he is back to where he was last year. And people are saying, well, Jimenez, you're just talking about a 3 or 4 week sample size. No, the numbers I'm looking at are 58 games. That's a big sample size. He is who he was last year offensively. There's been no improvement. What say you, Joe and Jeff?
Hey, Jeff, I'm going to tell you like this, man. I mean, Jeremy Sochan was never one to really put up a ton of points, even going back to his Baylor days in college. He was always known for his defensive prowess, being able to play defense, going out there, being active out there on the court. I think that's what he's doing now that he's in his natural position.
Mm-hmm.
But he's always going to be gauged on performance as far as stats go. And I think he does a lot of things that go beyond just stats. And that's why Coach Pop puts him in the starting lineup. And that's why he stays in that rotation. What do you think, Jeff?
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to get some of his numbers here. I'm sure maybe he's in a shooting slump, but let's see what else he's doing. So we look at his game log here, and is he hitting a slump? Absolutely. 1 for 4 versus Utah. I'm sorry, excuse me. It puts up 0 points versus Minnesota. We saw recently, but I at the end of the day, I just think it could be a combination of one. They were just coming off the rodeo road trip. All of them looked road weary towards the end of that stretch. Let's see how he does starting tonight versus OKC. They did not practice. It was just come straight home. Maybe the rest will do him good. But excuse me. You look at his overall profile. I mean, he's still, this season that is. Let me get it here for you. Still, slightly a career high, 11.2 points per game. 6.1 rebounds per game this season. 3.5 assists. The season's not over, and he's already recorded 47 steals. All of last season, he recorded 43.
It's actually worse, Jeff, because he's gone from 11 points per game to 11.2, but he's gone from 26 minutes per game to 29.4. If he was to keep up the same points per game, he should be at 12.5. His shooting percentage is down from 45.3% to 43.7. His three-point shooting is up, but his 2-point shooting is down 7%.
Did you give him a credit last year in January? Last month in January when he was averaging 13.3 points per game?
But we're now 59 games in. So who cares about January? I'm talking about the numbers of what it looks like for the entire season. I mean, if you want to take a snapshot and say he looked good in January, well, then he looks like absolute shit in
Jeff,
February.
do you see what he's
All
doing?
right, so
Mike's
it
telling you
washes
not to
out.
bring up
So
old stuff.
I'm
it washes out.
telling you macro level. It doesn't wash out. He's the exact same player as he was last year. And I'm not saying he's regressed. Certain players on the Spurs team have regressed. Sochan has not regressed. So I'm not saying he's getting worse. I'm just saying he's not getting better. That's the difference.
That could be said for a lot of the other players as well. This team that is out there is basically holdovers from last season.
Right.
And you're getting the same results out there. Now, look, this day and age, there's not a lot of defense being played in the NBA. And I'm not saying that this team has to have lockdown defense. The thing that I'm saying is this team needs to learn how to play defense when it matters the most and be able to get stops here and there. I think that's what we're seeing the lack of on a consistent basis, especially when it comes to them losing close games, you know. And everybody's like, well, Jeremy Sochan's not an elite defender, and I'm like, who I never said he was.
Well, let's
all players go through this, though. Jimenez, all players go through shooting slumps. Joker went through one recently. You know, it happens.
Okay, so Sith.
So you want him to be almost flawless for the entire season.
No, I'm not saying almost flawless for the entire season. I'm looking for growth. Okay.
Okay, you're looking for growth, and I give you the month of January.
Right.
There's growth.
No, see, no, that is.
Like you're looking for growth, and I gave you growth. Look at the month of January.
Dude, I'm looking at a growth from a year-to-year perspective. You're trying to show me what looks good in a week.
And you're trying to tell me what looks good in a sample size of 50-something games.
That's an entire season, dude. That's an entire sample size. That is the sample size. You're trying to show me a sample size of a 2-week period where he went off. There was a 2-week period last season where he made like 85% from three for like a 2-week period, and then he went off and sucked the rest of the year. The thing about it is this: you look at the Spurs right now, and we asked the conversation about who's tradable and who's not.
Everybody's
tradable.
Everybody.
I mean, and I think Devin Vassell's the only one where you can actually have a legit conversation about is he tradable or not.
Vassell and Wemby. Everybody else can go.
I'd be happy with that. So when it comes to like what are the Spurs going to do in the offseason, that's basically it, you know. And so I'm just looking at the Spurs team right now, and I'm asking myself, the disappointment that I have in this team is who has improved and who has not improved this year. Wemby has improved as the season has gone on. Okay, he hit a little bit of a wall, as Jeff mentioned on Locked On Spurs last week. That he hit a little bit of a wall before the All-Star break, but by and large, Wemby has gotten better as the season's gone on. Vassell, I think, has improved this year. He's now averaging 19.1 points per game. It's a career high. I think Keldon Johnson's been stagnant. I think that Jeremy Sochan's been stagnant. I think Trey Jones has been stagnant. And then some have regressed. You know, you have players like Zach Collins who has regressed. We have a $10 tip coming in from the Drew Show. Cha-ching. Says, we know the type of team you need to build around Wemby. It's the same team around Nikola Jokic. You are insane or trolling if you think any player on this roster has a counter on Denver. Building around the team. And that's the thing, is that if you look at Jeremy Sochan is a luxury player. He's a luxury player. He's not the number 2 guy on the team. He's not the number 3 guy on the team. He's the 4 or 5 guy on a team. He's a luxury player. Do you know who he reminds me of? Derek White.
Who?
Jeremy Sochan.
Oh, bro.
You put Jeremy Sochan on a team that's very good, that has offensive talent around it, he can be that Draymond Green kind of guy.
No.
But but dude, you put Derek White on 15 other teams in the NBA, he's not as effective as he is with the Celtics. He's effective because he knows his role.
I think that's probably one of your worst takes that I've ever heard you say in my presence.
Different positions.
Well, no, I'm talking about the luxury aspect, not the exact same. Alex reaches out with a $5 tip. The barber says, "Peace from Great Clips, bro." What's going on, Alex? Are you my guy? The one on Petrenko and Grossenbacher? What's going on?
I hope you tip your barber more than $5, bro.
I think I owe that.
Come on, Jimenez. Don't be big time in your barber, bro.
We have another $5 tip coming in from the Drew Show. It says, Jeff Garcia, I know Michael Porter Jr. I've seen him play. Sochan is no Michael Porter Jr. This entire team is burn it down and bring it into the pieces.
Bring it down and bring in the pieces.
Yeah, bring in the pieces. I don't know. But Jeff, tell me about this team, this roster right now. as the Spurs are, taking this season, it's finally going to end. It's going to end in 2 months. We're no longer going to have any Spurs to talk about until we start talking about the draft. When you look at this team right now and the idea of building around Wemby, which players do you think, wow, these fit really good with Wemby? It doesn't matter if they're starters or off the bench.
Yeah.
But which are the ones that you look at and think to yourself, you know what? If I was GM, if I was the hologram Brian Wright, I'd want to keep these guys.
The hologram. Right now is only just one, really, just for sale. That's it. Everybody else, you can use to flip and make a better roster to fit around Wemby.
Hey, Jeff.
Maybe. I think maybe a close third again would be Trey Jones. Statistically, the numbers show that Wemby does play better with Trey. But
okay, I was going to ask you a question, Jeff. We just saw. I believe it was going on social media. So I saw it late yesterday, early this morning. The Atlanta Hawks, they went ahead and they cut Patty Mills. They released Patty Mills, right?
Really?
Should we bring Patty home, Jeff, just for old time's sake? Put him on the roster, let him retire as a Spur.
I would love it.
Yeah, I mean that'd be sentimental. That'd be a Spurs thing to do. But right now, I ain't looking for sentimentality. Right now, I just want to see this team get better.
Hey, he can't make it any worse or any better, Jeff. I mean,
yeah.
By the way, I can't wait. I can't wait to tweet after the show. Jeff Garcia came on the show and said Sochan is tradable. Cook him.
Oh, God. Hashtag cook. That's what y'all use, man.
Hashtag cook. Yeah.
Hey, Elias was saying, what about explain the Joel Embiid poster on your wall?
Yeah, I saw that. You have an Embiid poster in your house?
Yeah. Shame on you, Mike.
Duncan, my dog, dude. My dogs are so funny because they all want my attention at night. So all 3 dogs, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. They get to spend time with me and cuddle with me for about 20 minutes before they go to bed. And then they all have to get off. It's crazy. Hey, real
the most action Jimenez has gotten in a while.
Yeah. I wish that wasn't the case.
Something's got to keep him warm. Something's got to keep him warm besides his bad takes,
hey,
man.
I will officially be single in about 3 months. So we'll unleash the beast. More ways than one.
Demon time.
Demon time. Hey, talking to Jeff Garcia from Locked On Spurs, Ken's 5. March Madness is going to be starting this. March Madness is in a few weeks in NCAA basketball. The tournaments are going to get started on March 10th. But we're going to have a March Madness of sorts over here where we're going to have a tournament of hotties, Jeff Garcia. And I've taken the liberty of coming up with different brackets for it because how do you get a bracket where it's like just a splattering of names? To me, I think that each conference, each division needs to be broken down. So
we're gonna have honorable mentions.
Well, we're gonna have the play-in tournament.
Oh,
as well.
First
in, first four out.
Okay.
So I have the divisions as being the quirky division, the Hollywood division, the old school crushes division, the 50 and older division, the brackets for pop stars, young Hollywood, TV and streaming stars, and then one for social media influencers. So I'll give you I'll give you an example. I've right now picked 4 for social media influencers, and I will go on dig deep even more. Right. So like my 1 seed for the social media influencers is Paige Sporonic.
Okay, absolutely agree. But can't complain.
That's a 1 seed.
That's the 1 seed of that.
That's an overall 1 seed, no matter what bracket.
Hey, Jeff, she gets Jeff's seal of approval.
I have Yannick Garcia.
Also
another overall 1 seed.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I have Sniper Wolf, Addison Ray.
I have no idea who that is.
Sniper Wolf is getting in some trouble, bro.
Oh, I know. She's a pain in the ass. Young Hollywood will feature the likes of Sydney Sweeney and Zendaya and Jenna Ortega. The pop star division is going to have like the Dua Lipas, the Rihannas.
Is she a 1 seed?
Wait, did you say Ortega's a 1 seed?
No. These are just people that will be in the.
Okay. I was saying
in that bracket.
I was saying it's Dua Lipa 1.
Well,
yeah, that's a 1
in the pop star division. But I also have in that division Shakira, BB Rexa.
Hey, don't be discounting my girl. She'll come up on you.
I'm fascinated by the 50 and older division, which is
50 and older.
Salma Hayek, J-Lo, Jennifer Aniston, Tiffany Amber Tyson, Diane Lane, Halle Berry. I've got some names coming in, right?
There's still a lot of those names they're still hot, dude.
Old school crushes will feature the Jennifer Love Hewitts of the world, the Jessica Albas, the Danielle Fishels.
Jessica Alba's in number
Okay,
one.
I might move Tiffany Amber Tyson to that one, and add somebody else for the 50 and older. Regina King might be one. Hollywood, man, we're talking about the Scarlett Johanssons, the Ana de Armases, the Margot Robbies of the world. And then I'm fascinated what people are going to do with the quirky division. The quirky division is going to have like Anna Kendrick, Aubrey Plaza, AT&T Lily, Zoe
Lily,
Deschanel.
man.
Okay, so now you know where I'm going with this, right?
Yeah.
And then once we get down to the Sweet 16, I will reset the brackets, and it's going to be based on, I guess you can say, chance. I'm going to basically say draw them out of a hat. AT&T Lily is up against Scarlett Johansson. Whatever the case may be. So this is it, man. This is it. I'm excited about that. Sith Elias reaches out and says Matt Lerma is his 1 seed.
Oh,
Chris Gonzalez says Sniper Wolf is canceled. Dude, it has nothing to do with her personality. She's smoking hot.
I have no idea who that is.
It's a streamer on social, not social media, but like on YouTube.
On
or
YouTube.
something else. Yeah.
That might actually be. Chris Gonzalez saying Gabrielle Union.
Carmen Electra.
All right. Well, here. Okay. So these are a few of my suggestions, and then just help me where to slot them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So first one up is Kat Dennings. I got her on my list.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put her on the.
But
TV
she
star
built
list.
for comfort, Jeff. Come
Oh,
on.
I like her, dude.
Yeah. Bryce Dallas Howard.
I have Jessica Chastain. We could do Brad. They're the same person.
Hey, Bryce Dallas Howard, man, she got that junk in the trunk, bro.
She does, man.
Oh, I gotta have Victoria Justice as a 1 seed.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
I'll put her down as the TV stars. What was I'm putting her down on the list. Victoria Justice. What was the one that we had the other day? They were talking about the other day. She was in How I Met Your Father, not How I Met Your Mother, but How I Met Your Father. White girl, big butt. How I Met Your Father. That starred Hillary Duff.
Okay.
Hillary Duff.
Okay.
It's gonna be it's gonna be in there. So I like this. By the way, a good one. Chris Gonzalez saying Allison Brie. I like that one. She was on Community. James Molina said, Michael, her name is Tiffany Amber Thiessen, not Tyson. Actually, it's both, because her real name is Tyson. It's Tiffany Amber Tyson.
I think you're gonna have to take Sniper Wolf out, dude. She's a little too much.
What's wrong with her these
She's
days?
wrapped up in controversy like you wouldn't believe.
I know, she broke up with Sausage, and then all of a sudden,
no, it's other stuff that she.
What
did.
does she
Who
do
are
now?
these people you're talking
gotta
about?
go read.
Sausage?
You got to go read about her, bro. I don't think.
Was it the thing that she? Oh my goodness! Let me look up the news. You know what? I'll can you see the show, Jeff?
No, I can't. I'm on the phone.
Okay, I'll send you some photos of Sniper Wolf, and it's Sniper with 3 S's. Jason Garcia says that Gabrielle Union is a hot mess. Her political views have her banned from a few things. Her card has been removed. Sith is asking about a wrestler division.
A wrestler bracket.
Yeah, I agree. Bracket. Yes, I agree. There needs to be a bracket.
You were smitten when you went to RCW.
Oh, I know, man. That girl was thick, and then I looked her up, and she's 19. Gotta take that back.
Game on.
She's gonna have the X's on her hands if I ever took her out.
Wow, Jeff, come get your boy, man.
Head of the fist. Well, are we gonna have a corn division? Not a corn division in this one. We're keeping this one PG-13.
God.
For crying out loud.
How about Kimberly the Pink Ranger, Jeff Garcia? What
the Pink Ranger. Hey. You know what I didn't want to do? I was actually thinking about it, but I didn't want to do because I have so many friends in the media. It was like a local media one, but I'm gonna go ahead and say no to that.
Hey, everybody's on board with Rhea Ripley, dude. She's cute.
Oh yeah.
She could bench press Jeff, like literally just like she could pick you up and throw you like a nothing.
I don't see any issues.
I don't see any issues.
Hey, that would be something, right? Rhea Ripley versus Jimenez in the ring.
She's kind of gothy. I'm gonna say no to that. I'm gonna say, man. Executive decision. No. Executive decision. No. Jason Garcia reaching out to us saying, Mike was having hot flashes going to RCW. Damn straight I was. Garrett coming at us from the Netherlands saying Rhea is hot.
Oh God, James Molina, Rhea can spoon me. He's wanted to cuddle.
He wants to be the
Jimenez, you're just scared. Just admit it. You're afraid.
Oh yeah, I am afraid. I am afraid. I'm definitely afraid.
If you don't give her what she
See,
wants,
the problem is that we have a wrestling division. We have to not only have one, but we need to have like 8 of them. You know, and then are they the old school ones or the new school ones? You know, that's
I think
the
you
thing.
could have a mixture of the two, man. Sasha Banks for Jefe.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I mean, is Trish Stratus still a thing?
What about Bailey?
Boo, Mike, boo for not wanting to have a wrestler division. Come on, man. Come on.
No, Jimenez, you got to have that division. Trust me. You'll get more eyes.
All right, then I have to knock out a division then.
What division? What division do we have? We have
social
maybe
media.
The quirky one, maybe.
Well, no, the quirky one has to stay because that one's interesting because that one's a personality-driven one. I think we can get rid of the TV stars one, or we got to keep the social media influencers in there. We got to keep the young Hollywood. Old school crushes is fun. I guess we can get rid of young Hollywood.
You know what we haven't put in here, Jeff? Animated hotties.
Oh my God, that's there you go. Now we're talking.
You guys are lame.
Oh man.
Okay, so wrestling hotties. Give me some names.
Well, Ripley.
From back in the day or from now?
From now. Okay, and that's the rules of this whole tournament is it's of today. So if I put down Salma Hayek and don't go, well, man, from dusk till dawn, dude, that was like 30 years ago. We're talking about Salma Hayek 55, not Salma Hayek 25.
Oh,
okay,
man.
It's today that we're talking about. We're not going back
Sasha
in
Banks
time.
for sure.
Yeah,
Sasha Banks for sure.
Even though she's
Yes,
not
absolutely.
with the WWE, she's still a figure in the wrestling community.
Okay, who else we got?
Ripley.
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys see these 1 through 8, and we'll go from there. Do we have enough wrestling hotties to get to 8?
Yes. There's so many.
I don't
Do
know.
you watch wrestling, bro?
No, I have a life.
Oh my God.
Oh man, are you taking shots at wrestling fans?
Oh,
Yes, I am.
Cook.
Yeah, no cook. I mean, I like going to wrestling. I went to Raw is War, whatever that was last year. That's cool, but I mean, come on, man. Watching wrestling on TV, get the heck out of here. There's real sports.
You just turned off half some of your big chunk of your audience.
And look at you're getting some
Sith coming up us and saying Yolanda salty for her for
You probably would put her in there somewhere too.
Dude,
I'm
looking up some of these names and I'm thinking to myself, are these real people?
You know what, Jeff?
Real wrestlers? Who's Sky Blue?
We're gonna have to have a graphic. What do you think about this, Jeff? And like a little sound effect, where when Mike says something so outrageous, it just says cancel or cook.
No. It should play that sound effect from Price is Right when you lose.
I like that, Jeff. We might bring that in here.
Sky Blue. That just sounds like a airline. Who is Zelina Vega?
Oh my goodness, Jimenez, look that up right now. Trust me, you'll be worth it.
All right, Zelina Vega.
And you got a lot of mentions coming in, man. And you're saying that no, wrestling doesn't have enough hotties.
Yeah, you're out of your mind,
Mike.
Dude. I mean, I'm looking at Zelina Vega right now, and I'm sorry, dude. No, thank you. I wouldn't.
Man, Jimenez, you're gonna get cooked. So Sith is probably gonna be the one to cook you. Swiss is gonna cook you. Leja's gonna cook you.
Dude, you're gonna be cooked in an hour when I tweet out there that you said that Jeremy Sochan's tradable.
Okay, do you have the tape where I actually said those exact words?
You said it is.
I don't remember him hearing that.
I didn't say that at all.
He said the only ones to keep are Wemby and Vassell.
But he didn't say trade.
So which means that Sochan's tradable.
No, God.
I'm putting
that's the definition of putting things in your mouth. That's the definition of putting words in your mouth.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
we have
Joe.
Zelina Vega. I looked up Sky Blue. I mean,
Oh,
Sky Blue was cute.
Lord have mercy.
Sky Blue could bring it. Liv Morgan. Let's see here.
What about Tay?
Oh, Liv Morgan with the she's kind of baby spice-ish.
What about Tay Conti, man?
I don't even know how to spell that.
Conti.
Tay
Anna J. Oh,
Tay Conti, you said?
yeah.
Is she wrestling?
Anna J.
Anna J. These just sounds like people that are in a girl band.
Britt Baker.
Dude, how do you know all these names?
Oh,
because Joe is cool, unlike you, Jimenez.
jeez, man. Jeff, come get your boy, man. I'm like,
I like the fact that
already,
we have a stream going on right here, and like all these names coming in like so fast of all these wrestlers. Nikita Lyons,
Alexa Bliss. Hey, man, now we're talking. Alexa Bliss, you cute, dude.
Alexa Bliss. Oh, I've seen her wrestle before. I saw her at the Frost Bank Center. She is smoking hot. Yeah, she's my one seed of all the wrestling girls so far. Does that make me better or worse? I mean, I now have a favorite.
I'm like, what did you do when you were younger, Mike? You didn't watch
I
any
watched
movies?
sports, dude.
You watch sports? I mean, you didn't watch any wrestling. It's classified as sports.
No, I watched world class wrestling. It's like the Von Erichs and Superfly Snuka.
That's still wrestling.
Still wrestling.
Yeah, but I wasn't watching Glow. I wasn't.
Nobody's saying that. We're just saying wrestling because it didn't matter. It was Glow.
Yeah,
or
but
WWE.
I turned 13, and like 80% of the people who watched wrestling growing up, they turn on to other things. You know, I started liking girls. I stopped liking wrestling. It kind of went at the same time. It was like one switch turned on, one switch turned off.
You see, you're hanging around the wrong crowd because there was women or girls that like watching wrestling, that like doing dirty stuff, that were hot.
No, there weren't.
You were hanging around the wrong people.
No, man.
Jeff.
I mean, not east of Marbach. I mean, come on, man.
Mike, bro.
Some of these girls are coming up. Or Marbach nice.
Oh no,
Dave, I want to say
Jeff.
F wrestling UFC is better.
Jeff, we got this clip. I'll send it to
Jacob
you later,
Eric
man.
says glow big bad mama.
Yeah. Hey, Jeff, I'm gonna send you the clip where he said some of these girls are Marbach nice. Cook.
Hey man,
Cook.
You need to put that on X.
Oh,
Let everybody hear it for themselves.
But I'm looking at Alexa Bliss. She ain't bad, dude. I mean, she could win other categories. Alexa Bliss, not bad. Not bad.
glow big bad mama for Mike.
I don't even want to look that one up, man. I don't. So we have 5 right now on the list from the wrestling side of the house. We've got Alexa Bliss, Sky Blue, Rhea Ripley, Sasha Banks, Zelina Vega. Who are the 3 that I'm missing? Because I'm not going to go research the wrestlers.
Oh man, we'll do it for you, dude.
Gina Carano is the name that comes up.
Well, which era?
Oh, true.
Her WWE. Her MMA days.
Look up Tiffany Stratton. Or if you're going to go back in the old days, you had.
But again, it's today.
I know, but I'm saying back in the day, and they're still hot now. Trish Stratus, bro.
Okay, we'll put her in there.
Trish Stratus is still hot.
That's an oldie but goodie. I do remember that name, and you're asking what did I watch growing up? I did watch a lot of American Gladiators. I watched
Ice. Yeah,
Turbo. Man, I would give anything, Jeff, to see Mike go through the obstacle course at the very end when they used to hit him with the tennis balls. Remember that?
And then they roll on the ground trying to
Man,
get through.
I can see you trying to go to the next one. Oh, I'm elite. I got speed. And then you get smacked in the face by the tennis ball right when you peek out. Boom.
That's some bitch going 150 miles an hour.
Or the swinging rope one.
Oh God, he would fall. He couldn't catch that rope, Jeff.
Do you know which one? The slam ball one where you try to put it in the
That was violent,
dude. I think I'd be okay at that one.
I don't know about that, Jimenez.
I think I'd be okay. I'm not saying that I wouldn't get beaten up, but I think I'd get at least 2 of them in there.
slam ball.
Yeah, slam ball.
Oh no, man. I don't know.
Slam ball's kind of my thing, dude.
I think you'd come up lame, dude. You'd probably pull a hammy or something. I mean, we're of a certain age, Mike. I mean, come on.
Okay, let's go back to me 10 years ago. What was the one? What was the one where you had to pretend like you were playing football? You had to get it past the end zone. That one was good. That one was good.
Imagine Mike doing football and wrestling. No, bro.
Do you know what? And Jeff Garcia might not believe me on this one. This is a tall tale.
Uh-oh.
I had a friend of mine who was competitive in MMA, but it wasn't competitive as in like he was doing UFC type stuff. He wasn't on TV, but he was competitive in the same way that a lot of boxers are competitive when they do local stuff, right? So he asked me to go to the gym with him and check out his stuff, and they asked me if I wanted to work out with him. They were doing grappling, and apparently I was actually pretty good at grappling. They couldn't pin me. They couldn't pin me to save my life. To save their life, they couldn't pin me. So they would put me like in these different positions and like, okay, we're going to try to take you down. Just try to not get pinned. And as time was going on, I had maneuvered my way on top of them. And like, what do I do now? They're like, well, you wail away.
So getting close to another guy gets you competitive.
Yeah, and then and then we all took a Russian bath together, you know,
man.
Greco-Roman wrestling style.
Mike, you're serving up gold today, bro.
What? Dude, grappling is part of Ultimate Fighting.
Mike, you're talking about touching tips and all sorts of stuff.
Oh,
like,
man.
No. That is your mind. That is your mind going to that.
Bro.
This whole show has gone into the gutter today. It's gone into the gutter,
man.
Jeff Garcia, what are you working on these days, man?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. Just dropped right now the new episode of Lockdown Spurs. It's a rare treat that I get to have somebody from the Spurs brass. Come on.
Oh, really?
Spurs vice president of strategic growth and their deputy counsel. He joined the show right now. It's live. We're discussing whatever he's been talking about over the last few years is the Spurs trying to create that footprint in the South Texas up to Austin region. He just gives us an update on how's that going, what things are they going to be expecting for the Austin games. He drops some hints of why Spurs fans should make the trek to Austin. Free stuff. So it's out right now. Go check it out.
You know, I think like the Spurs are actually doing a pretty good job of that. You know, when I was in Austin last year seeing the Spurs play, they played the T-Wolves out there. That was the day that I got all excited about Julian Champagny. Man,
your initial excitement.
It's been a long time since I've been excited about Julian Champagny. No, but you see the excitement that's in Austin, the buzz that is, hey, the Spurs are kind of our team. And now that what the Spurs are doing, Keldon Johnson, I think you had reported, is doing an event in Laredo, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, that's good, man.
Yep.
And then you have stuff that they do in Corpus, McAllen. It's basically becoming the South Texas team, San Antonio Spurs, but the South Texas Spurs.
That's smart, though, man. You want to go ahead and expand the brand to other areas of Texas, man. So that's good, man.
He talks about the international efforts too in Mexico City.
Oh yeah, that's a very good point.
Yeah.
And,
hey,
and
Jeff,
to some extent, France as well.
I got a question for you, Jeff. So you go and make the trek to Austin to cover the game, right? What's your go-to spot in Austin that you like to hang out? Because Austin has a good food scene, man.
You know what? Years.
Kind of lost you there, Jeff.
All right, so hot spots in Austin to eat.
Home Slice, man, the pizza place, dude.
Home Slice. I mean, I'm going to be a basic bitch by saying this, but Stubbs Barbecue downtown, it's actually pretty damn good. I mean, it's not Black's. It's not those places that you would find in Lockhart or you would find in New Braunfels. But Stubbs is a good place, dude. I mean, it's a good place to eat, get some drinks, watch some music out there.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of Stubbs. But going to Austin though, watching that game at the Moody was pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Spurs come back tonight. Rodeo road trip is over. Spurs will be at the Frostbank Center.
Then they go back in the road after a couple of days.
Hey, I do have tickets up for grabs here for Sunday's game, man. I'm not going to be able to make it.
Really?
Not going to be able to make it. But maybe I'll reach out to one of our viewers here that's in the chat, because some of y'all deserve to be rewarded, man, because y'all are always here faithfully. So I'm thinking I might call one of my boys out here in the chat.
Spurs Thunder tonight, 7:30 tip-off. Tickets going for as low as $12, according to StubHub. OKC favored by 11.5 points. Are we going to cover the spread? Are we going to win the game tonight? Okay, so here's the thing. I think Wemby's going to ball out tonight. I think Wemby's going to go off for 28 points, 14 rebounds, 4 blocks, 3 steals. 28, 14, 4, and 3. That's going to be his numbers right there. Chet Holmgren's coming into town. And I know Oklahoma City's coming in with a 41-17 record. The Stephen A. Smiths of the world still believe that Chet Holmgren is going to be Rookie of the Year. I don't buy it. Vegas doesn't buy it. Right now, Victor Wembanyama is minus 800, which is an 87.5% chance of winning the Rookie of the Year, according to most of the Vegas sports books out there. I think we're going to have a big game from Keldon Johnson today. We're going to see if Sochan can get back on track with a little bit of home cooking. Can the Spurs get a little bit better back at home? We shall see. Spurs are only 5-21 at home this year, but right now, the Spurs right now need to go 11-12.
Hey, we got Jeff back, but Jeff has to sign off because he's got to get back to doing his work, man.
Yeah. So I'm looking at the numbers here. The Spurs have to basically go a little bit better than 500 to avoid having the worst record in franchise history.
Yep. So closing arguments here, Jeff.
What's up? What's the argument?
Well, the argument is that I think the Spurs are going to have some home cooking tonight. I think the Spurs will keep it kind of close. Did not say the Spurs are going to win, but I think they'll cover the 11.5 point spread. I think that the idea that Chet is in town, that Wemby versus Chet dynamic is a big deal. I think the Spurs play better a little bit when it comes to shooting at home. I'm going to say the Spurs keep it close today, cover the 11.5 point spread, but ultimately lose. What are your thoughts?
I don't think they cover. I think OKC just handles business and it's done early.
That is Jeff Garcia from Locked On Spurs and Ken's 5. Follow him on Twitter at Jeff G Spurs Zone. Follow him on YouTube and Spotify.
Jimenez will be on tomorrow.
That's right.
Jimenez will be on Locked On Spurs tomorrow. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah. And one of the conversation pieces is going to be, can Wemby win Defensive Player of the Year?
I hope you said something nice.
We shall see. Haven't recorded the episode yet. That is Jeff Garcia from Locked On Spurs. Jeff. What's going on, brother?
All right. Take care. Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.
So do you think Brock Cunningham of the UT Longhorns should be suspended?
What do you do?
I'm going to show the video right now. This happened the other... Oh, well, goodness, Joe. You signed me out.
Of what, Twitter?
Of Twitter.
Of the X.
All right.
No, it was me that was signed in. I think I signed myself out.
Yeah, I might need to sign in real fast. Oh, you know, I got it. MJ acquired taste. Let's see if I can remember my details. By the way, on the way over here, I actually signed up for a 10K this weekend.
Oh, did you?
Yes, it's going to be Saturday. It's called the Donut Dash. It's part of the Alamo Half Marathon Series, which gets going this weekend.
He says, can Wemby win Defensive Player of the Year? I agree with Matt. He sure can. He sure can.
I think that there's a legitimate argument to be made.
I mean, you look and see what Wemby has done, especially in the realm of blocking, which says a lot too. I mean, he's had more blocks by himself than almost every other NBA team going back to last month.
It's beyond the blocks, man. It's also the fact that he is out there getting a bunch of steals.
Yeah, no doubt. But I'm just saying the blocks alone, I mean, that's a telling stat. You know, the kid is special.
And they avoid him. He's getting all those stats, even though they avoid him. A lot of the blocks that he gets, he's blocking people shooting 3-pointers, man.
Yeah.
He's doing weak side defense.
They think they can get him by trying to, you know, lull him out a little bit out of the paint. Then they try to go ahead and go around him. And he just covers that length, that space so fast, man.
He's a special player. He really is. And defensively, he's only going to get better. If he's able to do this at 20, imagine what he's going to be doing at 23, 25, and 28. Do I think he's going to win Rookie of the Year? It seems like the voters have it where they want Rudy Gobert or a player like that to win it. My fear is that he doesn't even make a top defensive team, that he might get so many points but may not be classified as a all defensive team 1, 2, or 3.
You don't think he's going to at least make one? Not one first team?
Well, I don't know how they do it though, man, because if they have it where it's bigs and smalls, then he can get in as first team. But if Rudy Gobert goes in and wins the award, he's a center, right?
Yeah, he is a center.
The second person in the odds right now is also a center. And Wemby has the third best odds. He's a center. So it's one of those things where I'm looking at it and I'm thinking to myself, I hope they don't screw him over and send him to a third team, all defensive team, when he should be up there with the first and seconds.
You know what we're going to do on the show, too? At the end of the Spurs season, we're going to hand out some awards for some of the players that have played, decent in a bad season.
Right.
And we're also going to hand out the Razzie for the worst player on the Spurs team. And I believe that player is none other than Zach Collins. That's why we give him that nickname, Booty Crumbs. He don't got that name for a reason, dude.
That is true. I think that's the answer right there. So I was watching the UT Texas Tech game the other day, a couple days ago, and I wanted to talk about this yesterday. But
Do you have the video?
Show video is popping up right now. Here it is, right here. Brock Cunningham is 25 years old. Has been with the UT Longhorns for 7 years, and look what he did right there.
That's a Robert Ory hit check right there.
Texas was up 25 points in the second half. Cunningham, who's been on this team for 7 years, a 7-year senior, one of the fan favorites for the Longhorns. This was a game that they needed to win because they were 17-10. This win got them to 18-10. It got them to 7-8 in the conference. But if we look at the video of what happened here, dude, it got so crazy that people were throwing things from the stands, water bottles, popcorn, all that stuff. Rodney Terry, the head coach of UT, said that they even thought about leaving the game, just exiting the arena. This was crazy. A fan got so pissed off that he got arrested and was carried carried up the stairs. Look at the replay of this. Look at this.
Boom!
Look at the official. Look at the official with an automatic X. That's a flagrant foul.
Oh yeah, that is a flagrant foul.
They threw him out of the game.
Come on, man.
They threw him out of the game, and it's so funny how they had to escort him off the arena. But this was great. But look at the coach. Look at the official. Automatically was with the X symbol there. God,
that's a dirty ass play, bro.
Dude, I was like, what in the Robert Ory is this? I don't even know why they had to go look it up and look at replays.
If this is a flagrant,
look how many people had to escort him out. And he does the UT symbol. The hook 'em horns all the way out. This is the last time they're playing each other as conference opponents, by the way, unless they play each other in the Big 12.
Well, it was a memorable one. Jeez, man.
How impressed are you with the amount of contact that was there?
That's a lot of contact. And the thing is, he got kicked out of the game. When Robert Ory did that to Steve Nash, they said, no foul detected. You go ahead and play, young man.
But he knew he did something stupid.
Yeah.
Look at his reaction. Look at his reaction in real time.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
that's it. But look at the guy who got hit from Texas Tech. Look how he bounced back up.
He's ready to throw hands, man.
Look, he didn't even hit the ground. Just hit the scores table and just pop right back up.
He's lucky that he didn't really injure this other player from Texas Tech, man. That's a dirty ass play, dude.
A lot of people who are Longhorn fans were super excited about this because Cunningham, like I said, is halfway to getting his AARP card. Why you have 25-year-olds playing college sports? A friend of mine joked that the only player that's older than him in college sports is Frank Harris.
Oh, hey, man, shout out to Frank Harris, bro.
He's a great guy. But, man, this whole Brock Cunningham thing going on. The highlights, amazing. But the win, Texas now 18-10, 7-8 in conference. Their hopes of being in the tournament slightly improved. They've got 3 regular season games left before the end of the season. An easy game, and they've got 2 teams that they have to play up there. They have to play Baylor, I believe, and Oklahoma, who are both ranked. I think Texas needs to win 2 of those 3 games and needs to win at least 1 game of the Big 12 tournament to actually make the NCAA tournament. If not, they'll go to the NIT.
Hey, and shout out to Jeff Garcia, man. Just big thank you to him for coming out on the show and on talking not just San Antonio Spurs basketball and sports, but going down the rabbit hole with us when it came to the hotties, man.
The hotties, yeah.
Yeah.
See what happened to Wendy's this week?
I saw that Uber pricing that they're going to be rolling out. That is so freaking stupid.
They backed off, man. They backed off. They're like, hey, not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Surge pricing. Are you
so
serious,
for those of
man?
you who haven't followed the story, Wendy's was saying that they were going to do what's called dynamic pricing, which is if you've ever driven in an Uber or ever ridden in an Uber, you know that at certain parts of the day it's more expensive because the demand's higher. So Wendy's was like, yeah, if you want your Baconator and there's nobody here, it's going to cost this much. If the crowd is semi-decent, it's going to cost this much. If it's really expensive or really, really busy, it's going to cost more. So imagine going to a Baconator and it's $6, but later on in the day, you go back, it's 11.
Yeah, no, hell with that, dude.
So they've said that they're not going to do that after all because they got a bunch of people, bunch of backlash from it all. So Wendy's saying, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
The Choco Taco is coming back, by the way.
I saw that, man. That was my go-to every time I see the Choco Taco on the side of the ice cream truck that comes by the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I used to get that, but they took it off the market. The one thing that you can get here at this ice cream truck that passes by the street is your hood rat snacks, man. You can get you your hot Cheetos. You can get you a sour pickle with some sal con limon on there with Lucas. They have the cucumber slices, and my personal favorite, they have the nachos, bro.
Yeah, it's funny when you hear the sound of the ice cream truck, because in my neighborhood, does it come by here every day?
Every day, bro.
Okay, so I think that's more of the closer you are to 410.
It's Puro
more
Marbach,
likely-
bro.
yeah.
Puro Picha Marbach.
In my neighborhood, I see I hear the ice cream truck maybe 10, 15 times a year. Maybe. And it's so funny because when it does happen and you hear it out in the distance, the music is blaring 3 feet away from it.
Yeah.
But when it's like 2 blocks away, you're like, is that the ice cream man?
Yeah,
And then you start running looking for cash, but now they take Cash App.
Oh
right?
no, the one over here takes EBT too, bro.
Oh my god.
They got you. They got you.
We got you covered.
We got you.
We got you covered.
And there's more than one too, especially in the summertime.
yeah.
I think we got like 3 that come through here.
Yeah, EBT, those sour powers, baby.
Hey man.
Let's make it happen. We do have in my neighborhood an ice cream truck that comes by, but you have to go to them. They park at the swimming pool in the park, and you have to go to them. Does that count as an ice cream man?
I guess, man. And you know what? The other thing
They also do smoothies and stuff like that.
The one thing that I appreciate is when I go to where my wife grew up, and she's over there by Nelson Wolf Stadium, right?
Mhm.
In that area, that's where her mom lives. They have the paleta man. Dude, paleta man is next level, bro. You don't see that a lot nowadays.
Okay, so I get my paletas from Culebra Meat Market. Dude, there's something about
for real.
there's something about a good paleta, man.
Yeah, it's a good paletas are its own reward, man.
Yeah, I mean, all the different flavors. You've got like the strawberry, you've got the horchata, you got the, some even do cookies and cream now, which I think is pretty good.
Hey, man, they're bringing this back, and I remember this, man. Mario Cavazos, dude, throwback for sure. We need a Puffin Billy's or a Rally's to come back, dude.
Rally's like good
Puffin.
fries, dude.
Puffin Billy's was over here off of Highway 90 and 410 right here on Military.
Mhm.
Man, Puffin Billy's back in the day, that place slaps, man. That with the Google cluster, dude, man, that was like elite. And we used to get that after school sometimes. That was our reward on Friday.
Yeah.
Man, that Puffin Billy's was good, man.
Choco Taco only going to be at Taco Bell. So Taco Bell's the one bringing it back. And it's going to be a little bit different, by the way. It's going to be not the same Choco Taco that Klondike used to make. It's going to be a little bit different, but kind of the same, if that makes any sense at all.
Yeah. Oh, give me a second here. Jeff sent me something real fast. What do you say?
James Molina reached out and saying, Puffin gave you all you can intake.
Oh yeah, Jeff wants us to go ahead and give a shout out, man, to the Locked On Spurs episode that he's putting up. I don't know if you can show it up on the screen there. If you go to Jeff's X,
I can't. You logged out.
You can log in.
I don't remember my passcode.
Oh my God, Mike,
dude, I have so many passcodes in my life. I know we all do, but I have a lot, so not gonna happen.
Oh man, for real. Rip to Burger Time Express on Bandera Road, man. Burger Time was good, man. They used to have one over here off of Old Highway 90 as well. That's the one I used to go to.
There was a place in my hood growing up called Royal Burger. I don't know if you remember Royal Burger. It became Burger Time later on. That place was good.
See, now you're making me hungry, man.
Dude, okay, so you live by a Burger Boy.
Yeah, Burger Boy's right around the corner, man.
I like Burger Boy.
That
Okay,
man, that working man's where it's at.
I like the Burger Boy here. I go to this one. There's one on 1604, kind of near Culebra.
And the OG one.
Been to that one. But the OG one's different, man.
I'm telling you, it's got all that seasoning, dude, on that little grill that they use.
Like they haven't cleaned it correctly.
No, it's just seasoning,
it's caked
bro.
in.
The flavor's in there, dude.
Yeah, the regular one is good, dude. Talk about like some old school places that you go to.
Griff's, man. Who remembers Griff's from back in the day?
Griff's is good. If you like Greek food,
yeah.
Demos, they have a few of them in town. Demos is so good, dude. Go get a hero. Or I already had my Gringo breakfast. I'm
Look
already
at
ready for
Jonathan
lunch.
C, man. Get the manager special at Murph's Better Burgers for $2.50, bro. No lies detected, man. You would go to Murph's or Griff's, dude, and you'd be able to get a bag of burgers cheap out there on the south side. That bag was greasy as all hell, but man, those burgers were good, bro.
Whatever happened to Lulu's Bakery?
Oh, they shut them down, bro.
Yeah,
they went out
dude.
of business, and they sold the machine that they used to make the huge cinnamon rolls.
Yeah,
they sold it to somebody here local in San Antonio, so you have to go to that restaurant now to get the.
But you can still get them.
You can still get them.
So Jeff Garcia from Locked On Spurs. Again, you can follow him at Jeff G Spurs Zone. Wants to remind you that he has an interview with Brandon James, Spurs Vice President of Strategic Growth, talking about the growth around the Austin games for part of Spurs Week 2024. You can go on to YouTube and check it out at Locked On Spurs.
Yeah. To make sure you go and give Jeff Garcia some love there and go and subscribe to his YouTube channel out there to help, we help him what he's doing as far as the Locked On Spurs podcast goes.
Hey, I want to wish a happy 13th birthday to my friend Albert
nice.
Cavazos, turning 13 years old today. I am not friends with a 13-year-old. He is 52.
Okay.
But he was born February 29th.
Okay.
So he gets to celebrate his birthday only once every 4 years. He has to choose between February 28th and March 1. So pretty cool.
Hey, we wanted to go ahead and
Mario Cavazos guessing my user ID being Duncan21, password Skip Jimenez, number 69.
Hey, I was gonna say, man, one of the things that we want to do is we want to go ahead and let everybody know that we're going to be doing a lot of things tomorrow. So tomorrow's guest is going to be none other than Rick Fernandez, also known as Fernandez. He's going to be on the show. We're going to be talking all things boxing of all, before the boxing matches occur on Saturday and upcoming matches that are going to be, some that we're going to preview as far as what the people are going to be interested in seeing.
Will we talk about grappling as well?
Oh, man, I don't think we're going to be doing that. But the other thing that we're going to be doing after the show is I'm going to be doing a joint Twitter Spaces with Matt Lerma. So as soon as we're done here with the show, I'm going to go and jump on and do some Twitter Spaces with the peeps and talk with them. But I will be reaching out to one of you boys here in the chat and seeing if y'all want to go to that game on Sunday, man. I got 2 tickets, and I also got the parking pass, so I'll hook you all up.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Man, 10K this weekend. It's going to be 48 degrees when it starts.
That's not a bad thing, dude. It could be 60 or 70 and muggy as shit, dude. You're going to get swamp ass running.
I ran a 5K last week. Not like an official 5K.
Yeah.
I just got my app out and I did 3.12 miles. I did it in 36 minutes, right? So I was a little bit less than a 12-minute mile. I'm a bigger guy, right? So there's some people who look at me and go, well, that's a good time.
Well, you're aerodynamic.
Well, you know what's so funny? What's funny about the way that I run, I will go do a 4-mile jog, right? And it's interval where I run a minute and I take a 30-second walk. And I don't just slow walk. I speed walk that 30 seconds, but I kind of do an interval so that I can get my endurance up and be able to go a longer distance. What's funny is that my second mile is oftentimes faster than my first. My third is faster than my second. My fourth is faster than my third. And my fifth is faster than my fourth. Once I get my chubby butt going, I get going. It's just getting past that first mile.
Yeah.
Matt Lammer was down saying, tickets, you
say. Look,
dude, you're going to have some good friends, man. You're going to be making some new friends when it comes to all this.
Hey, man, we got to reward the people, man. If you come in here, you interact with us just about every day. You're active in the chat. Why aren't we going to reward you? And we also got to start getting those shirts which I'm going to finish them up today. and that way we can start rewarding the peeps. You know, we see an absolute banger of a comment, which Castro and Sons is going to get the first shirt for saying he burned you good, bro. When you said 46 is not only his age, but his waist size as well. I was like, give that man a shirt.
Hey, in pop culture news, let's take a look at my screen real fast. What are your thoughts of NFL players coming together, grabbing dinner, even though they're competitors with each other? Because Travis Kelce, Christian McCaffrey having dinner last night. No
That's
Taylor
not
Swift
bad.
there. But Christian McCaffrey is pretty interesting. I saw this thing. Christian McCaffrey was talking about Patrick Mahomes. And he was saying that Patrick Mahomes had driven right by him and rolled down his window and goes, "What's up, Christian?" And he drove on by. And that they were in a different city. And Christian McCaffrey was there freaking out going, how did he know that that was me? Like, he's driving by 45 miles an hour, spotted me, rolled down the window, said hi to me, and then just took off.
Hey, look at who we got here in the chat, man. Coach Gio from
$10 tip. What's going on, my
He's
man?
saying, great work, fellas. You all do great work too, Gio, man. I'm going to probably see if I can pop in today's show with them for a little bit.
Yeah, sweep the league going on
if
from
they'll
2
have
o'clock.
me. I'll ask
If they have you, yeah.
If they have me, you know.
I find this to be funny. By the way, have you seen the girlfriend of Christian McCaffrey, Olivia Culpo? We got to figure out where to put her in this list here, the top list here, because Olivia Culpo, she's an actress. Does she belong in the tournament?
Oh, is this?
This is Christian McCaffrey's girlfriend.
Oh, she's cute. Yeah.
Former Miss Universe. She's an actress.
Bro,
she belongs somewhere in here, right? I would put her in there under social media influencers.
Why not?
What happened to Sniper Wolf? What do I not know?
Oh, bro, you got to go look it up, man. That's all I can tell you.
What is she doing?
What ain't she doing, dude? She puts her foot in her mouth too much. She's special, man.
Oh, but Sniper Wolf is so fine, though, man.
Oh, man, that hides a lot of evil. The more makeup they wear, the more evil that's behind it.
Oh no, dude, she is a nugget of nuggets,
man,
dude.
I'm hard pass on that, bro.
Okay, let's say that she didn't say what she said. She's still she's still out of the tournament. I mean, she's got to be in at least as a 7 seed in her division.
I don't know. Go read up on her first, and then you tell me if you feel any different.
I mean, look at that, dude. Come on, man.
It don't matter, bro. Go read up on her first, and then.
Well, I know that she was she dissed somebody who was.
No.
Was she talking shit?
I'll send you.
What did she say, man? Why can't you just tell me?
I'm talking because I don't want to give her airtime, bro. I don't like talking about her.
Sniper Wolf controversy.
She's undesirable. Let's put it like that. She says a lot of stupid stuff, dude. That's all I'm going to tell you.
There is okay. Here's an article right here. 5 times that Sniper Wolf made headlines for controversial reasons. Number 1, ghosting a terminally ill child. I knew about that one. Canceled on Twitter for homophobia and transphobia. Really? Mocking suicidal people. So she's just a bitch.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it doesn't matter how hot she is, but things that come out of your mouth like that it's indicative of who you are as a person, man. If you really say that, you believe that.
31 million followers on YouTube.
Don't matter, bro. I don't care how hot she is. I just I don't care for that.
So you're saying that she doesn't follow the crazy hot matrix?
No,
she's more crazy than she is hot.
She's just, I don't know, dude. She's just out there, dude. I'm just like, no.
I'm liking our seeding, man. How are we gonna do this? Are we gonna do like one division at a time? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, man. I mean, let's go ahead and put it out there. I think it should be done attorney style, you know.
So, yeah. The wrestling hotties we have Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, Rhea Ripley, Sky Blue, Zelina Vega, Trish Stratus. I need 2 more. The pop star division I think is interesting because we have old school, we have the younger ones. We got Dua Lipa, Nicki Minaj. I think Nicki Minaj is hot. I think she's smoking. Rihanna,
she's a little thick
Shakira.
for you, bro.
No, she's just right.
Come on. What's wrong with Baby?
BB went a little too far. Dude. I'm putting BB Rexa in here. Man. I'm putting BB Rexa in here out of respect for you. And she gets the 8 seed. Ariana Grande.
What's wrong with her? You're putting in Dua Lipa. Why aren't you going to put in Ariana?
Well, Dua Lipa's hot.
Oh, bro.
Garrett reaches out to us on our YouTube stream and says, Mike, check out Tiffany Stratton for WWE. Let me see. Is that worth one?
Could look it up.
Tiffany Stratton.
You got to look up.
I've heard of the name. Oh, yeah. Yeah. She can play in the tournament. She can. Oh my God. Except when they do the bicep thing, you know?
What's wrong with that?
That's just no, man. I don't want to see some girl with pythons. Man. I mean, she's hot. She's hot. Just don't show me the pythons. That's all I'm saying. All right, she's on the list.
She made the list.
So I need one more. Tiffany Stratton. So we've got Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, Rhea Ripley, Sky Blue, Zelina Vega, Trish Stratus, Tiffany Stratton. And I like from across the ocean, Garrett saying, Nugget. Dude, is that a thing? Did we make Nugget a thing?
Maybe.
Did we make Fetch a thing?
Oh, God.
Mario Cavazos asking the question about Casey Musgraves. I like Casey Musgraves. I think she's really hot. That's on that might be a good one for last one in, last one out.
Yeah.
You know, she might make the play-in tournament. Might. Io Sky. Is that another one? Let's see here.
Oh, yeah. She's cute too, man.
I suppose. A little Asian persuasion. So we got about 45 names in, about 21 to go. So how do we do this, man? We get this going on March 1, which is tomorrow, right? We begin the tournament.
Man.
I like it.
You know, you can look up too. I don't know. You see if this is something you're into. Dr. Britt Baker for AEW.
Dr. Britt Baker?
Yeah.
Is it a real doctor?
Look it up. Look her up.
I mean, okay. She looks like Brittany Mahomes.
Oh my God.
She looks like if Brittany Mahomes at the gym.
Oh,
and then pissed you off, did it? Because now you can't take a look at her.
I'm not.
She looks like Brittany Mahomes. Dude, look at her.
Brittany Mahomes. Let me share the screen. There you go.
She is Brittany Mahomes.
No, man.
She's buff Brittany Mahomes.
Oh, Mike.
Man, what if Sniper Wolf makes the Sweet 16?
No, bro. There's no way in hell. I don't even want her on the thing, dude.
But it's all about hotness.
It's beyond the hotness, dude. Just there's a line, bro.
What if we did like a crazy girl section?
No, she'd be up there, dude. She crazy as hell, man.
With Lauren Boebert.
Oh no, I don't know, man. That to me, that's a bit much, bro. These girls are just the ones that you're talking about. No.
I like how everyone is giving me examples here, but Becky Lynch is a no. Jordan Grace is a hell no. People ask about Zoe Kravitz. You know, it's interesting. Zoe Kravitz has a very unusual look because, you know, her parents are very unusual looking themselves. She's a very pretty girl, but it's a very unique look. She's unique. I don't know if I call her hot. She's pretty. Don't know if I call her hot. Lenny Kravitz is her dad.
Yeah.
Is it what's her face from the Huxtables? Lisa Bonet.
Yeah.
Fascinating. I'll get this going tomorrow. Hope everyone has a fantastic leap day. Again, it's February 29th. Monday. Well, dude, tomorrow's the beginning of March, but what I got to do today, here's what I'm going to do today. After this show, I'm going to get on the horn and I'm going to call places in Vegas for us to do the show.
Okay.
The beginning of
Double,
March
I'm
Madness.
saying, man, the Whataburger, man.
Dude, they don't answer the phone, man. I'm gonna
They're
call
too
them now. I
busy.
call them at night, but I'll call them right now. Mario Cavaz says Amanda Bynes wins the crazy bracket.
Bro.
Dude, didn't she go crazy at a Walmart here on the south side? Wasn't she like picked up over there?
I don't remember.
Sarah
man.
Palin is greater than Bobert. I don't know,
Jeez.
man. Bobert hot, dude. Bobert hot. AOC is also hot.
And you take her out on that first date, it could get interesting.
What's funny is that like I know a lot of people who are like don't like AOC's politics. You know, you're either a leftist or far right. No one's in the middle except for me.
Yeah.
But dude, call up a photo real fast.
Damn.
Tell me she ain't fine.
Yeah. She all right.
AOC is fine. Dude.
You know what we need to pull up? We need to pull up a photo of that freaking breakfast you had at the Cracker Barrel, bro.
If I could find my Twitter account.
It's like, damn.
You logged me out, yo.
Oh, I logged out last night when I was doing some work.
What was wrong with my photo? Was it too lame?
It's just too bland.
I just didn't
bland.
want tacos today, dude.
There's no salsa on there. There's no pico de gallo. There's no flavor.
I just wanted. There's no ketchup though. I wasn't gonna add any ketchup to anything. But
hey, our girl Carolina's out there at the
combine.
The combine. I talked to her yesterday before she got on the plane, so she's out there doing her thing, man. Good for her.
Appreciate everyone listening today. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way out. We're almost at 700 subscribers. Excited about that. We're about 5 short. Let's get there hopefully by this time next week. Everyone have a fantastic leap day. My name is Mike Jimenez. That's Joe Garcia. We'll be back tomorrow. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe on the way out the door. Share our content as well. If you liked any part of our show and you want to, share some snippets, go ahead. But what we learned today is that Jeff Garcia believes that Jeremy Sochan is tradable. That's what I learned about today's show. Very nice. Matt Lerma says AOC is a centrist, so you're fine, Mike. Oh, okay. I'm a centrist, dude. I think that there's a lot of good things on the left, a lot of good things on the right. You kind of have to put them together, baby. My name is Mike Jimenez. That's Joe Garcia. Thanks to Jeff Garcia for being on. This has been the Alamo City Sportscast coming at you from San Antonio, Texas.
See y'all tomorrow. Peace out, boys.